This is the Mashvisor Real Estate Podcast, Top 5 Rental Properties This Week, episode number 6. Hey guys, this is Mike Richardson once again. As you might already know, if you've been listening to our podcast, I'm the Senior Investor Consultant and Product Specialist here at Mashvisor. I'm so happy to have you today at episode number 6 of our podcast, Top 5 Rental Properties This Week. I hope that you've all been staying safe and warm over the past week in the stormy weather. Things have been generally okay here in the Bay Area where I'm located, but I know some of my clients in Texas, Ohio, New York, and other states had quite rough experiences. Before we get into the most profitable real estate investments opportunities across the U.S. market for this week, let me ask you a very important question. Are you familiar with Mashvisor? If you haven't heard about Mashvisor before or have just a vague idea of what we do, let me tell you a little bit about our platform. Mashvisor is this really cool software platform that helps beginners as well as experienced real estate investors find lucrative Airbnb and traditional rental properties in the U.S. housing market. Over the years, we've built up our position as the most trusted source of residential real estate analytics nationwide. Now, how do we do that? First, we collect real estate data from dozens of reputable resources that are publicly available. After that, we apply our machine learning algorithms on this big data source to analyze the performance of entire real estate markets as well as individual properties. We've spent years developing and improving the accuracy of our algorithms to bring you industry-leading real estate data and analytics. With Mashvisor, you can enter a few basic criteria such as your preferred market, budget, rental strategy, expected rental income, and return on investment. Our platform will provide you with a list of real estate listings which match your exact criteria. In this way, you can find the top performing Airbnb and traditional rental properties in any U.S. market within a few clicks of a button. Now that you know who we are, let's go back to our podcast. Top 5 rental properties this week. Once again, I started this week by opening the Mashvisor platform on my computer and searching for the most lucrative deals, especially for you. I realized that you as investors have different budgets, preferences, expectations, so I made sure to look at every and few different markets, a few different price points, and for both Airbnb and traditional opportunities. As I go through the properties, if any of them catches your attention, keep in mind that you can find the link to each of these property listings on the Mashvisor platform in the episode show notes. On our website, you will see not only the property address, the characteristics, the asking price, the contact information for the listing agent, but you will see comprehensive analysis of investment potential. You will see exactly how much you can expect to pay in startup costs, as well as how much you can expect to pay in recurring monthly expenses. You will see what rental income you can expect based on the performance of actual rental comps in that area. Based on these numbers, we also provide you with estimated cash flow, cap rates, and cash-on-cash returns. Remember that all these estimates are based on big data and artificial intelligence, which makes the process great and very accurate. The properties that I'm going to show you today are actual MLS listings. Just like most properties on our platform, I've made sure that they're all currently available for sale. However, keep in mind that these are some of the absolutely most profitable opportunities on the market right now, so they might be gone soon. If you like any of them, make sure to check it out right away. And lastly, before we start, let me assure you that Mashvisor is not involved in the sale of any of these properties. We don't take part in real estate transactions, and we don't make money from real estate deals. What we do is simply analyze the investment potential of real estate properties when rented, either Airbnb or traditional, to help you choose the best option for you. We turn 3 months of research into just 15 minutes. Now let's start with property number 1 of this week. Before we jump into the details on the property, I want to give you a little bit of background on the area. We're going to be discussing an opportunity in the city of Columbus, Ohio. Now, recently, there has been a lot of interest in the Ohio housing market from out-of-state investors, and a lot of the talk is focused on Columbus. It's a very strong rental demand market, as more than half of the population rents rather than owns a home. The economy and the job market are doing particularly well and growing at above average rates. It also offers landlords friendly laws for investment opportunities. The property is a single family home. The address is 975 Bellows Avenue, and that is in Columbus, Ohio. The zip code is 43223. It's an active listing. The price is $165,000, offering you 2 beds, 1 bath, 893 square footage, putting the price per square foot at $185. I thought this would be a great investment property to share with first-time investors. We're talking about a very stable market and a stable neighborhood called Franklinton. Now, what's great about this deal is that it's well renovated and furnished, so it's easy for you to get tenants in right away. It's been on the market for a little over 40 days, and it has rental potential of expenses at $399, putting its monthly cash flow at $913, putting its cap rate at 6.64%. A very stable opportunity for investors who could be looking for their first-time deal. Now, if you're someone that is considering financing, the property has a rental potential after paying off its monthly mortgage of $541, of cash flowing $372, putting its cash-on-cash return at 10.87%. Now, it's important to account for vacancy, and we've done some research on the area. With this specific property at this rental value, you're looking at a very low vacancy rate of 5%. So if you are a first-time investor looking for stable deals that could be extremely beneficial for you to build up your real estate portfolio, this is one of those deals for you. So feel free to check out the property on our platform or in the show notes below. Second on our list for this week is in Indianapolis, Indiana. It is one of the strongest markets in the Midwest, and the Midwest has been generally doing very well over the past years. It's a fast-growing job market. It's very affordable, and it's an excellent area and location for beginner investors. It's suitable for both deals of traditional and Airbnb, but our opportunity for this week is specifically traditional. The property is a single-family home. The address is 608 Bernard Avenue in Indianapolis, Indiana. The zip code is 46208. The asking price is $156,000, offering you 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,056 square footage. It's a gorgeous, well-renovated, new-modeled home that is suitable and prepared for you to get tenants in. The amenities have been newly renovated and prepared for you to get those investors in. It also has a new kitchen, which looks absolutely great. It's been on the market, and it has rental potential of $1,200 a month. It's a deal for first-time investors who are looking for those stable opportunities. Its recurring expenses are $373, putting its monthly cash flow at $827. That cap rate would be 6.36%. Now, if you're an investor who wants to finance, you can plug in your mortgage criteria on Mashvisor if you want to do a 30-year fixed mortgage. This property will pay off its monthly mortgage of $512 with a 20% down payment, putting its cash flow right above $300, putting its cash on cash return at 9.61%. So we're talking about a very stable opportunity, a positive cash flowing deal for investors who are looking for their first time investment property. Third on our list is in Detroit, Michigan. Now, our team has recently looked at cap rates by cities across the U.S. market, and Detroit has the second highest cap rate for traditional rental properties. This is mostly because of the relatively low property prices and the good demand for rental properties. It's an absolutely excellent market for investors looking for affordable opportunities. We have a great turnkey property that we found on our platform. The address is 18911 Westphalia Street. That's in Detroit, Michigan. The zip code is 48205. It's a renovated property that has tenants in. It's a $65,000 home. It's active, offering you 4 beds, 2 baths, 1,650 square footage. As mentioned, there are 2 tenants in, paying $550 a month, and the second is $600, putting its rental potential at $1,150 a month. Now, at that rental value, this property has some recurring expenses like insurance, property management, maintenance, and property taxes, which have all been accounted for on Mashvisor, putting its cash flow at over $800 a month. So it's a great and stable opportunity. I picked this out specifically for first-time investors who are looking for deals that are easy to get into and start generating cash flow right away. If you want to finance, you can put 20% down. The property will pay off its monthly mortgage of $213, putting its cash flow at $600 a month, and an expected cash-on-cash return of 34.21%. You have those tenants in. This is a great deal for you if you want to get in right away and looking for cash flow on spot. This is for first-time investors, so feel free to check out this property. It won't be on the market for long, so you want to make sure to do your due diligence and look for deals like this if you don't catch it in time. Third on our list is for those investors who are looking at vacation rental opportunities. This property is geared more to experienced investors who have done some work in the Airbnb arena, especially for investors who are looking at the state of Florida. We're going to be discussing an opportunity in Key West, Florida. Now, over the past few years, this has been one of the most profitable locations for investors in real estate properties, whether you want to rent out traditional or Airbnb. It offers high rates of return for both strategies. What's interesting is that with regards to Airbnb, the city is heavily dependent on tourism and short-term visitors. So local legislation has been favoring Airbnb hosts. Just like most of Florida, short-term rentals are actually legal in the area. So if you are an experienced investor looking for your next Airbnb deal, Mashvisor's Top 5 Rental Property Podcast has found you one of those properties. It's a single-family home. The address is 1407 Petronas Street, Key West, Florida. The zip code is 33040. The asking price is $1,439,000, offering you 4 beds, 3 baths, 1,887 square footage. It's an absolutely gorgeous property. The property is well renovated, furnished, and is very stylish that will bring in great traffic. And you can tell from the pictures that it's a property that's easy to market on the Airbnb website. So if you're looking for a unique deal that can offer you great rates of return and looking at an Airbnb strategy, this is one of those deals. Based off comparables in the area, we've been able to determine the rental potential of this property at $11,376 averagely per month over a 100% occupancy rate field. This property offers recurring expenses at $4,823, putting its cash flow at $6,553. That the property's cap rate is 5.46%. Now, typically with these price points, we would be expecting anywhere between a 2% to 2.5%. Now, keep in mind that the property has a stable occupancy rate of 53%, and despite that, the average Airbnb occupancy rate in the area is also stable at 55%. The neighborhood is the Meadows. Now, this is a great deal if you want to put 20% down, looking for a vacation rental deal, looking for positive cash flow, and being able to get into much more higher price point markets such as Key West, Florida. This is a deal for you. It'll pay off its recurring expenses, its monthly mortgage of $4,676, putting its cash on cash return at almost 7.5%. So this is a cash flowing deal that is a suitable fit for investors who are looking into vacation rentals. We've accounted for most of the expenses like insurance, utilities, the Airbnb hosting fees, the management, maintenance, and property taxes. So if you, as mentioned, are an investor who's looking at Airbnb deals and you want something that really stands out, it could be a great deal, this is one of those properties. So feel free to check out the property on our platform and do some of your market research. Last but not least, Carmel, California. This is a small beach town in the state of California. It's a hot spot for domestic and international tourism. Now, it brings in a lot of great traffic. I've been tracking and doing some research on the market, hoping to find a great deal to share with you today. Properties don't stay on the market for long, and most of the homeowners in the area are renting their properties as Airbnb. We have a great deal for you that's available for sale. It's a single family home. The address is 10423 Fairway Lane, and that's in Carmel, California. The zip code is 93923. The asking price is $2,100,000, offering you 4 beds, 5 baths, 2,856 square footage. The word gorgeous does not even define this home. It's well renovated, furnished, offering you great amenities, and very stylish that can be easily marketed on the Airbnb website. So this is one of those deals that can be easily bringing in traffic with stable occupancy rate because of the average market occupancy rate. It has a potential rental income of $15,485, putting its recurring expenses at $7,510 between HOA, property taxes, maintenance, management, utilities, and insurance. The property will cash flow around $8,000 a month. So that's a great deal. You'll never be able to do that through a traditional strategy, putting its cap rate of 4.56%. So around 4.5% through your cap rate. Now, if you want to finance, you have your mortgage calculator. You can plug in, identify and evaluate your interest rate and see what the reflection on the property would look like. It'll pay off its monthly mortgage of around $7,000. That's impossible to do through a traditional strategy. But with our platform, we've been able to determine that kind of deal through an Airbnb strategy, putting its cash flow at a positive rate of $1,000 and paying off that really high monthly mortgage and being on the positive. You're getting into a very strong market, and over time, you'll easily be able to grow your occupancy rate. It's great to get in touch with local management companies. They can provide a lot of assistance and help you boost up your occupancy rates. I've done some research on the area. Local management companies have been able to do or help investors get up to 75% through their occupancy rate with properties similar to this that will put your cash flow of $4,000, and you will be able to pay off a $7,000 monthly mortgage and $7,500 in recurring expenses. That's $18,000 in monthly gross. That's absolutely phenomenal. So if you are an experienced investor who is looking at vacation rental deals, we found the right property for you. So feel free to check it out on our platform. I think it can be a great opportunity, especially in an area like this, because this property has great numbers. So guys, you now know the top 5 rental properties in the U.S. market for this week. Once again, these are properties that are all currently available for sale. They're listed on the MLS, and you can buy any of them if you get in touch with the listing agent. If any of these investment properties seems to be the right fit for you, don't hesitate to check out its analysis on the link to the episode show notes. Of course, you can use the Mashvisor platform to look for other profitable income properties in case none of these 5 properties match your criteria or expectations. Just set up your filters on your own, plug in your numbers, and the Mashvisor platform will help you find properties that match your expectations. Our platform is very interactive, which means that you can play around with some of the numbers and will help you highlight deals. Just enter the cost and we'll recalculate the cash flow, the cash on cash return, and the cap rate. Or if you plan to renovate the property and ask for higher rental rates, that can be done through our platform. It's almost time to say goodbye for this week, but before I go, I want to really encourage you to give Mashvisor a try on your own. No matter how much I talk about it and what I say, you will not experience the real power and the real estate potential of our platform to help you find the best deals before you test it out for yourself. So just go to Mashvisor.com. Go ahead, just go to Mashvisor.com and use promo code TOP5. That is capital T, capital O, capital P, and the number 5 to start a 7-day free trial of Mashvisor, absolutely free. If you decide to stick around with the 7 days, you will get a special pricing. You'll get 15% off on your quarterly or annual subscription for life. That is a forever 15% discount. So instead of paying the standard monthly fee of $50, you'd be getting it for $42 a month to access the most trusted real estate data and analytics in the U.S. market. Remember, that's promo code TOP5. And that's not just all. In case you'd like to schedule a personal consulting with me so that way we can talk about how to find the right property for you, you can do that absolutely free. Just go to the Mashvisor website at mashvisor.com and schedule a demo with me. I will be happy to answer any questions that you might have about investing in traditional and Airbnb rental properties. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed listening to episode number 6 of our podcast. I hope that you like some of these top 5 rental properties for this week. I will be back next week with more exciting real estate investment opportunities for you. Meanwhile, happy investing.